Welcome to Monday Recharge, a special part of Barely Legal in Web3. I'm Jamelia Greer, here with you every Monday to give you a bit of inspiration to help you power through the week. And if you like this Monday Recharge, you definitely should subscribe to my mailing list, where I share insights about my journey in building ByteBow, along with some personal reflections. The link is in the show notes for the episode. Let's get into it. Today I want to talk about finding the purpose in your problems. It's a theme that resonates deeply with me, and it's part of my upcoming book, The World Is Yours. So when I was growing up as a young Black girl in Cheshire, Connecticut during the 80s and 90s, I faced significant challenges. I dealt with racism and the constant feel of not fitting in, both of which were tough problems that seemed insurmountable at the time. These experiences could have easily overwhelmed me. Sometimes they did, but for the most part, instead, they shaped my resilience and sense of identity. It was through these adversities that I learned valuable lessons about self-acceptance and perseverance. These challenges motivated me to pursue opportunities that might not have seemed possible otherwise. My experiences growing up in a difficult environment pushed me to excel academically and professionally. They led me to explore outside of the U.S., outside of Connecticut specifically, and become an expat and become a lawyer, even in China. I wanted to take a moment and reflect on a recent problem you've encountered. Think about what lessons or opportunities might be hidden within that problem. Now ask yourself, what is this problem trying to teach me? How can I turn this adversity into a stepping stone for my growth? Here are a few practical steps to help you shift your perspective. First off, acceptance. You really have to embrace the problem instead of resisting it, and I know that's tough. Sometimes accepting the situation as it is can often be the first step towards finding a solution. Next, you've got to inquire. You've got to ask yourself the hard questions. Delve deeper and ask yourself, what is the problem trying to teach me? Sometimes our biggest challenges can reveal our greatest strengths. Lastly, action. You've got to identify actionable steps to address the problem. Don't get stuck in the problem itself. You've got to find solutions. Break the problem down into manageable parts and tackle them one by one. Maintaining an optimistic mindset is so crucial in this process. You need to have gratitude, you need to have a support system, and you have to practice self-care. For the gratitude part, I like to focus on what you can be grateful for instead of focusing on the problem itself. So gratitude can shift your mindset from what's wrong to what's right. And then in terms of a support system, I like to lean on friends. I often lean on my pets, but for others, lean on friends, family, or mentors for support and advice. Sometimes just talking about your problems can provide clarity and new perspectives. Self-care is a biggie. Take care of your physical and mental well-being. I am such a stickler for this that I have religiously booked time in my calendar. And every weekend, for sure, even though I go many times throughout the week, but Saturday mornings and Sunday mornings, I'm out of the house super early to make sure I get my gym session in. And it's not about, losing weight. It's about taking care of yourself, because when you work out, you're also helping your mental well-being as well. So a healthy body and mind are essential for tackling challenges effectively. So in the book I'm writing, The World Is Yours, I explore how turning challenges into opportunities has been a recurring theme in my life. My experiences growing up in Cheshire laid the foundation for this theme of resilience and transformation. I want you to think about what is the challenge that you're going through right now that is something that you can learn from, and what is that challenge trying to teach you? And most importantly, what are you going to do about it? Thank you for tuning into this week's Monday Recharge. Remember, every problem has a purpose, and it's up to us to uncover it. Stay optimistic and keep pushing forward. See you next Monday. Oh, yes. And if you like this Monday Recharge, don't forget to connect with me on Instagram at Jamelia Greer or subscribe to my mailing list with the link in the show notes. I would love to hear from you and share more insights about my journey. Have a great week. Hey guys, thank you so much for tuning in and listening to today's episode. I appreciate when you guys tune in and the time that you take to listen to the show and support us. And I have one thing that I'd love for you to do that would really help us out, which is rate the show. If you've enjoyed it, make sure you rate it. You can do it on whatever platform you're listening on. That would do wonders for us. And if you really want to be a super fan and really support the show, there's a link below that you can support us and donate a small monthly contribution, which allows us to continue to create great content for you. Thanks so much again. Appreciate you and see you next time.